just a few of the many stars who began their careers at the famed Second City Theater in Chicago. Tonight, Home Box Office is proud to be part of the celebrations as we present the Second City 25th Anniversary Special. Starring Ed Asner, Alan Arkin, Jim Belushi, Shelley Berman, Danny Breen, John Candy, Joe Flaherty, Mary Gross, Tim Kazurinsky, Robert Klein, Eugene Levy, Shelley Long, Andrea Martin, Harold Ramis, Martin Short, David Steinberg, Betty Thomas, Dave Thomas, George Wendt, Fred Willard, with musical director Fred Kaz, and featuring Deborah McGrath and members of the Second City Chicago Company.
You know, coming back to Chicago after all this time has made me wonder if things have really changed here at all.
Present Dr. Cheryl Kinsey with her fourth lecture in the series on human sexual response.
Tonight we're going to be talking about one of the most common sexual dysfunctions in women today, the inability to fake orgasms. It's a good one. Recent studies show that nearly 60% of all women are capable of at least one fake orgasm, and nearly 20% of those women are capable of multiple fake orgasms. That leaves 40%. 4 out of 10 women who are unable to convincingly fake an orgasm. If you are one of these women, we suggest the following exercise. Please repeat after me these helpful, useful phrases. Oh, you're good. You're so good. Oh, you're good. You're so good. Make me a woman, big boy. Make me a woman, big boy. Oh! I've got the music in me. Oh, I've got the music in me. Fortunately, recent studies have shown that 9 out of 10 males will believe anything. Especially if it confirms their virility. So don't be afraid to pretend you're aroused by your partner. Tomorrow evening, we'll be talking about the increasing popularity of postmarital sex. So until tomorrow evening, I'm Dr. Cheryl Kinsey, reminding you that even bad sex is better than no sex at all.
Well, look at that macrame of Margaret Mead. Did you do that yourself?
Yeah.
Sweet. That's sweet. I like that.
Well, come on, sit down, sit down, sit down, sit down.
All right,
sit down.
Thank you. Oh, you're such a gent.
What's the problem?
Well, I didn't think you guys were coming up until the weekend.
Oh, well, we weren't. But I took the day off work, and your mom and I drove 400 miles straight through because you said you didn't want to break it to us over the phone. Well, what's the problem? You need money? Come on, Daddy, write your check.
No,
How much you need?
no, Dad, I'm trying to be independent now. No more cash.
Oh, what is it? Drugs? You can tell us.
No, I get my inspiration from within.
With it, you're pregnant. Your mom and I will take care of the baby till you get out of school.
What Dad and I are trying to say, dear, is whatever the problem is, we are behind you 100%.
Honey, we love you. Don't ever forget that.
Okay.
Spit it out.
I want to be a mime.
You ungrateful little bitch.
What's the matter?
Everybody hates mimes. They're dippy.
They hang around parks and pester people.
Oh, you don't understand.
I didn't work my fingers to the bone my whole life so you could become a mime.
This is insane.
I'm sick of words.
Sure, go around walking against the wind.
I want to communicate the things for which desperate men can't find words.
Like what?
Like the oppressions of the people of the third world.
Oh, my God.
The Palestinians searching for a homeland.
What the hell?
Take it easy.
The small child trapped inside of a freezer.
Don't look. Don't even look. Stop it. Stop it. We live in Lincoln Park, and that place is infested with mimes.
A man discovering that he has herpes.
Stop. You stop that this very minute. Stop it. Stop.
Nothing that you can do is going to change my mind.
All right. Fine. You're going to be a mime. Your mother and I will continue to love you and do all the things for you that we must. Right?
What are you doing?
Oh, can't you see? I'm gathering your laundry. Are you going to help, Mother?
Oh, yes.
No, it's over here. It's over here.
Oh, there it is. That little guy always gets lost.
There you go. Put it in the laundry bag.
Alrighty, yes.
Yep. There you go. Put the bag over your shoulder.
All right. Oh, it's heavy.
It's heavier than that.
Oh.
No. Honey, you're going to need money. Daddy will write you a check. Oh, Daddy will write you a big check. There you go, honey. Keep in touch. Come on, Mother. Oh, it's windy out here.
Oh.
We get together every Friday night, then we have a couple of beers, we play some cards, right?
I look forward to, yes, it's wonderful.
Wait, you know something? I got a little confession to make.
What?
Sometimes I cheat.
Well, card games?
Yeah.
You cheat, huh? Who doesn't?
We all do.
Every once in a while.
I was the only one.
How do you think we hold our own, huh?
Thank God for that. I was worried.
Yeah, we all do. Well, since we're at the confessions, I have a little confession to make.
Yeah?
Every April, tax return time, I kind of cheat on my income tax.
Oh, okay.
Against the government? Oh, who else would do that, of
What do you
course?
think you are?
They expect it of you. Of course
You're
they
kidding me.
do. They think less of you if you don't.
Sure. The American way.
Here I cheat. Well, we're all alike in that.
Yes.
Yeah, we are.
You know something? All the conventions I go to,
Yeah.
more than once, and I don't know what's ever made me do it, I've cheated on my wife while I've been out of town.
Oh, you terrible fellow, you.
Big deal.
You do that?
You mean you what?
We all knew you did.
Yeah.
You don't hate
What do you think
No.
we do? You do it too.
Yeah, every now and then you
This
gotta
is
do
such
it.
a relief, honest to God. Oh, thank you.
We're all
So you wouldn't be worried about that. That amazes me. That amazes me.
You're okay.
Well, since we're all being honest with each other.
Oh, yeah.
You
Let's
bet.
hear it from this guy.
I don't know. I gotta tell you that, I think I'm not speaking out of school when I say, I guess we've all had at least one homosexual relationship, huh?
Hi, I'm John Candy, and I'd like to wish everyone at Second City a happy 25th anniversary. Unfortunately, I can't be there to join you in the fun and festivities. My duty to the Peace Corps has taken me elsewhere. While I was here, I met an interesting group of people, too. I joined a club. They got uniforms and everything. They all share things. They're real neat people. And when I come back, I've got all these books for you and brochures. You're going to really like this. We dress up here and we camp out in the jungle. It's real neat. You'd really like it. I'm also doing a movie here, too, but I don't really care about that because this club, these guys, they call it the People's Movie. And it's great. Everybody's in it, and everybody's kind of even and stuff. It's kind of interesting. Except some guys got a better trailer than other guys. But that's okay, too. Hey, comrades, how's it going? You have fun. I'm going to have my fun here. Have a drink for me there, please. And not too many. It's the people's drink. Remember that. Thanks very much. Have a good time. Adios.
I'd like a ticket for Boston, please.
Why, certainly, sir. Will that be first class or coach?
First class, please.
Window seat or aisle?
I'll take an aisle.
All right. Smoking or non-smoking?
Non-smoking.
As you may have read in our brochure, sir, we have segregated children into one section of the plane. Would you like to be seated in a section with or without children?
Without, please.
All right. Democrat or Republican?
I'm a Democrat, but I
Are
really
you
don't...
pragmatist, humanist, or idealist?
Pragmatist.
Will you be watching the movie, sir, or sleeping?
What is the movie?
Airport 83.
Sleep.
All right. When you sleep, do you snore?
My wife says I do.
We'll put you in the snoring section then.
Thank you.
Economically speaking, are you a follower of Friedman, Marx, or Galbraith?
Friedman, he won the Nobel Prize.
Yeah.
Friedman.
All right,
Friedman.
good. Are you a tit man or an ass man?
Both so darn good. Breasts. I'll have to go with breasts.
Good choice. All right, let me see if I have everything. You're a pragmatic, democratic, non-smoking, snoring child hater who likes Friedman and tits.
That's me.
Oh, I'm sorry, sir. That seat's taken.
Ed. Oh, Eddie. Johnny, you're late for your own father's funeral.
Overslept.
Everything's gonna be all right, John.
Yeah, well, can't get much worse. Oh, Mrs. Smedley? My name is Buster Mungus. I used to work with Eddie at work.
I see.
We were at the plant and we just read about it in the paper. We didn't know anything about they didn't say in the paper how he went or anything. How did he pass away?
He got his head stuck in a gallon can of Van Camp's beans.
He looks good.
Judy, honey.
Oh, Jeannie, sweetheart, thank you for coming.
Well, I flew in from DeKalb the moment I heard. Is this the baby?
John?
Little Johnny. Dear, sweet little Johnny. My, how you've grown. Well, you're the man of the family now, dear. What a shame. Judy, yes, I was just sick when I heard, but I didn't find out. How did Eddie go, dear?
He got his head stuck in a gallon can of Van Camp's beans.
This is my best friend at school, Al Doré.
Hi, Mrs. Smedley.
Hello, Al.
John told me what happened to your husband. But seriously, Mrs. Smedley, I think it's a crime. I mean, someone ought to look into it. Maybe the Pure Food and Drug Administration or something. I mean, to make a can the size of a person's head, they should put a warning on the label, I think.
That's it, I'm out of here!
Johnny, come back. You can't leave your father and I alone.
Yeah, what kind of father is that?
Your father loved you, Johnny.
Yeah? Then why do you do this to me? What kind of legacy is that? I have a bean can over my head the rest of my life. You know how I found out about it? You know how I found out about it? I was in biology class. They announced it over the PA.
Please remain seated. I just have a few words to say. I'm sure that the memory of Eddie's death will remain with us forever.
You know, it's funny. I remember that night we were sitting in the living room, Ed and I, and he turned to me and said, "Hon, you relax, I'll fix dinner." I remember his last words. He said, "I think there's some beans, I'll look." I heard these noises coming from the other room. I went in to see what was going on, and there was Eddie with the bean can on his head, hitting his head against the refrigerator. I tried to get him over to the opener.
Thank you. It's wonderful to be back here in Chicago. The management has asked me to announce that tomorrow night the Dyslexic Theater will be performing here. They'll be doing their production of Annie Get Your Nug. You're invited to come if you feel that it's appropriate. Shelley Winters wrote an autobiography in which it occurs to me that celebrities are writing a lot of autobiographies. I think you should be forced to read a book before you write a book. But Shelley Winters wrote an autobiography in which she relates that Albert Einstein met Marilyn Monroe. We at Second City actually believe that they might even have had a date.
Here's my apartment, Al.
It's very nice, Marilyn. But I'm afraid I have to go. I have a lot of early thinking to do in the morning.
Oh, you can think here.
Oh. All right. Because you're such an irresistible object, huh?
May I take your coat?
Okay.
Ooh, it's so heavy.
Yes. That's because I have to put a lot of little notes in my pockets because I'm so absent-minded.
Oh, I'm absent-minded, too. In fact, just today, I had to write a note to my roommate, Shelley.
Oh.
I said, "Dear Shelley, don't forget the bread. Love, Marilyn."
You're a very unusual girl, Marilyn. Oh, I almost forgot. I brought you a present.
Ooh.
I hope you like it. It's a neutron.
I'll put it It's right here.
Oh, what a lucky particle, huh?
You know, I've never had a nuclear physicist here before.
Go on.
What do you do in your laboratory all day?
Not much. We just make discoveries, you know.
Wow, that sounds neat.
Yes. Maybe we could make a discovery here tonight, huh?
Oh, I don't know. I'm not very clever.
Oh, I don't believe that. I'm sorry, Marilyn. It's no use. I might as well go now.
Well, you don't like me.
Oh, no. No, I like you very much. It's just that I have a problem.
Maybe I can help you.
No, this is a problem of theoretical physics, Marilyn.
Oh.
You see, I am certain that the atom can be split.
Split?
Yes. And I'm sure that when the atom is split, an enormous amount of energy will be released.
Whoa!
But this is my problem. I don't know what happens to the atom after it is split. I mean, it just doesn't disappear to nowhere. It's got to go somewhere. I've been racking my brain trying to solve this problem, and I'm afraid until I solve this problem, I'm not good for doodly squat.
Well, maybe when the atom is split, mass is converted into energy. It's just a wild thought.
What did you say?
I don't remember.
No. You said when the atom is split, mass is converted into energy. Why, of course, Marilyn. That's right. That's wonderful. Mass is energy. Mass is converted into energy. E equals mc squared. Oh, Marilyn. Thank you, Marilyn.
Well, I never did it that way before.
A lot of people don't know it, but Alan Arkin is a really fine songwriter and musician, and we used to have a lot of fun around the piano, and one time the cameras caught it, and here it is.
I like you, 'cause you don't make me nervous. I met someone like you before, but only once or twice, and not very recently. You'll do. My blood pressure's normal. I haven't lost no sleep at all, not since Francine. And it's possible for me to concentrate on my work. I'm glad I'm not walking on air, and no trumpets go off in my ear. I don't say to myself, get a hold of myself, and I don't get a rash when you're near. You're trustworthy. I wouldn't worry if I had to go away for a couple of weeks. You don't nag me for money all the time. And one thing I forgot, you're a very good cook. And I certainly love to eat.
Recently, the Chancellor of the University of Chicago, Lawrence Kimpton, promised to bring football back to the campus. We have a scene for you now which shows some of the reasons why he did not.
The Flatboro, Chicago. Show them how we stand. Yeah. Hello there.
Dr. Harden?
Coach Harden.
Oh.
What's your name?
Pim, sir.
Pim.
Alexander Pim, sir.
Pim.
Yeah, sir.
What's your major?
Music, sir.
Music?
Yeah, sir.
Well, you played much football, Pim?
Not in this world, sir.
Well, we'll make an end of you, Pim.
Good. Football 202?
That's correct.
Dr. Harden?
Coach Harden.
Yes, pleased to meet you, sir. My name is Throckmorton.
Throckmorton?
Morton Throckmorton. I'm in theology.
Theology?
Yes, sir.
Well. About 195, eh, Throckmorton?
Oh!
I mean, you weigh 195.
Oh, I thought you meant my IQ, sir.
Well, we can make you a quarterback. I can see that.
Morgenstern?
Morgenstern? No, but I think there's one down the hall. Throckmorton, you played any football?
I am Morgenstern.
Oh, you're Morgenstern?
Yes, very pleased to meet you, Dr.
Coach.
Dr. Coach.
What is your field, may I ask?
History of arithmetic, sir.
Well, gentlemen, sit back, relax. Maybe a few more will come in, say 11. And then we'll learn how to play football, the all-American game. Now, you look over here, you'll see that I've drawn a diagram of a football field. Now, you can see that it is roughly 30 yards by 100 yards long.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes?
Roughly?
Well, those chalk lines stray a little, you know how they are.
They stray on the field now?
No, on the chalkboard, not on a field.
Then the field is exactly 100 yards long.
That's right, yeah, the field is exactly 100 yards long.
I can accept that.
Excuse me, sir. Do those horizontal lines have any relationship with treble and bass clef?
Pim, this is not a musical staff.
Oh.
This is a football field.
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah?
Those things you keep referring to as lines.
Yard lines, yes?
Sir, if they were indeed lines, they would be infinite and extend all the way to the ends of the universe. Thus making the game quite long and tedious indeed.
Really? Well, what would you call them then?
Those are line segments, sir.
I can accept that. Okay. Now, these little circles here...
Sir, they're hardly circles. Those are ellipsoids, but we can let that pass.
Yeah, okay. All right, ellipsoids. All right, now, these ellipsoids here on the 47-yard line segment, and they are facing these crosses here.
Ah, crosses!
No. Sit down, Throckmorton. These are not crosses. Let's call them X's. How about that, all right? Huh?
Sir, in this particular equation, what do the X's represent?
The X's represent your opponents, the defense.
Then we're to assume that each X is of the same power?
No. You do not assume that. By no means or way do you assume that. All right, we'll put little curlicues under these tackles here, or over these tackles. And the guards, since they're a little lighter, we'll put little circles, little dots like that. There. How's that?
Oh, look what you have notated there, sir.
What?
Why, that is the Bachianos Brasileiros, number 5 by Villalobos.
No, Pimp, sit down. Sit down. That is not Bachianos Nazianus anything. Now, you can't sing those guards like that.
But those are whole notes, sir.
They are not. It's a naked reverse. Throckmorton, tell him what a naked reverse is.
Well, I would assume that is turning around when one is bare-assed.
All right, get up on your feet. Get up on your feet. We're going to do this in practice. All right, now, we're going to stand on our feet. We're going to practice. Gonna practice with the old pigskin here. This is what the game's all about.
Not exactly round, is it, sir?
No, that's so it's easier to catch and to pass.
Demi-polytetrahedron, roughly?
Roughly, it's a Spalding. All right, Throckmorton, come here. You're my man. You're gonna be the center.
The center, yes,
Stand
sir.
over that ball.
Over the ball, yes, sir.
No, not like that. You look like you just laid it.
Sorry,
Stand
sir.
over the ball
Oh,
like
all right,
that.
all right.
All right, now this is the way I'm gonna take the ball from you.
Oh.
Stay still.
Oh.
Stay still, will you? There, come here. Stay still. Now you've got a guard on the left side. You've got a guard on the right side. You've got the left tackle next to the guard. You've got the right tackle over here. You've got the left end there. You've got the right end here. Now we call that
company, sir.
No, it's a line.
Ah, yes.
Sir.
Line set. All right, Tim, I want to work on this play now.
All right, sir.
Now get over here.
All right, fine, sir.
You got to get under here. You have a snap it back. Snap it back. Now let's try that shit. You get under there. Get a height. 1, 2, 3. Height. Get in there.
Peek. Poke. Height.
Oh, you can't. No.
All right,
You
I
can't
get it.
stand
Can't
back
stand there.
They're gonna cream you.
They'll cream me out there.
You've got to get under here.
Underneath.
You got to get under. Get the hands under
underneath.
here. Get them under there.
I've
Get
got
the
it.
ball.
I've
Snap
got it.
back.
I know. I
Get
can
under
do it.
there. No, I don't get it. Stand up here.
I'm doing
Stand
the
up
best
here
I
like
can.
a man.
I am a man.
Put your hands under his ass like a man.
All right, Michael. There is.
Come on. Get in there. Get in there. Come on.
I can't.
Get over it. What's the matter with you?
I can't do it. I can't do it.
Why not?
I hardly know the man.
I'm going back to Gonzaga.
Hey, no singing on the bus. Hey, you! I jammed that Walkman down your throat. Who farted? Hey, you pigs, I haven't had lunch yet. Stop snapping that gum, old man.
Who, me?
Yeah, get rid of the gum.
Excuse me, bus driver.
What?
Could you let me off of Goatee Street?
That's Goethe.
What?
Not Goethe, Goethe.
I didn't know that.
A 19th century German poet.
I didn't know
you
that.
kill this old son of a bitch. Get off my bus. Come on, get off my bus. And run your ass over me. You know that?
I didn't know that.
What? What?
I was just wondering if this bus went past Soldiers Field.
That's Soldier Field.
Sorry.
Not Soldiers. There's no S on the end of it.
Oh, my God, please don't hurt me.
Get off my bus, you whore. Come on, get off my bus. Run your ass over too, you know that? Where are you going? Come on, where are you going?
Kaminsky Park?
That's Comiskey.
I'm sorry.
Not Kaminsky.
I didn't know.
Comiskey. You know, I could have driven a bus anywhere in the world, but I had to pick Chicago, Illinois.
Oh, Mel, look at this. Brooke Shields, ready for love, not for marriage.
Oh, I'm so sick and tired of that Brooke Shields. She's always talking about how she won't appear nude in films, and every GD picture you see her in, she's spread-eagled and ready. I mean, it's like Hollywood kitsch, and I can't get into it.
Oh, Mel. that fabulous picture of Liz Taylor?
Oh, Liz looks wonderful. Look, well, she's really trimmed down, and it was about time because for a while, let's face it was getting very scary. I mean, if she had been asked to remake Cleopatra, she'd have to have played Rome. Of course, I know Liz personally, you know.
You're kidding.
Absolutely. In 1968, when she and Dickie were staying at the Ambassador East, I did Liz's makeup.
I didn't know that.
Absolutely. I remember this one day, I was doing Liz's eyes, and they really are violet, too. It's freaky. I remember Dickie kind of came bursting into the hotel room, and the two of them got into the most vitriolic argument I have ever seen. I mean, I literally freaked out. And they shoved me into a washroom with a bottle of scotch, remember it vividly. And in 15 minutes, I drank the bottle, got drunk, and sobered up again. I mean, I was literally freaking out. Because, like, Liz has this immense power over people. And, of course, the whole thing had started over the fact that Dickie had gone to a gay bar. You know he's a switch hitter.
He drank a lot, too.
You have no proof, dear, not really. Is that Liza with a Z? Oh, I think she's so sensational and yet very brave. Of course, I loved her mother, Judy Garland. Judy and Mickey and Judy, they were so incredible. They had so much inner energy. Of course, they were on pills from a very early age because of the studio MGM. Their heads were literally freaking out morning, noon, and night. Sparkle, Mickey. Sparkle, Judy. Up, down, up, down. Morning, noon, and night, they were freaking out. And why? All because of that bastard, Louis B. Mayer. Oh, I could spit in the ground and scream. They were freaking out while he sat behind his desk making millions. You know he was a switch hitter.
He drank a lot, too.
You have no proof, dear, not really.
All right, Mel, that's it. I cannot take another moment. Mel, if I were you, I'd stop reading this trash and pick up a good novel. How about Moby Dick, Mel? That would be right up your alley. I'm sorry, Mel. I won't be coming here any longer. And I feel very, very sorry for you.
You know she's a switch hitter, don't you?
She drinks, too.
Absolutely, no question about it.
So that's it?
That's the way you want to look at it.
You're leaving me for another woman?
Yes.
Well, what about me?
You can't come.
Colonel Wayne reporting as ordered, sir.
At ease, Wayne. At ease, Wayne.
I am at ease, sir.
Seems the invasion is starting as planned. 0600 tomorrow morning, Wayne.
Even sooner than we'd hoped and prayed for, eh, sir?
Good man. It's fairly simple. Abel, Baker, and Charlie battalions will be going in the first wave.
Roger.
They're coming in from the north. Your battalion, Delta Battalion, will be held in reserve here at Point B. Now, when the
Wait a minute, General. My battalion, Delta Battalion, is going to be held back in reserve?
Correct, Wayne.
I can't accept that, General. There's going to be bombs going off, bullets flying, bloodshed on that beach. This is the biggest maneuver of the campaign, and my men have been training for it and training like hell for the last 10 weeks.
You just have to accept it, Colonel Wayne.
Oh, come off it, Jack.
Jack?
Yes, Jack.
I could bust you down to a spit
Why did you
private.
cannon, mister? Can't we talk man to man?
Take off the stripes?
That's right. I remember you when you were a shaved-tail lieutenant. We would date back in this man's army for years. Remember those days at Iwo, Bataan, Guadalcanal? Why, hell, you and I date back together to the point.
That's not the point.
Then what is the point?
The point is this. The point is this is a war, mister. There are lives to be lost, there's land to be gained.
And I don't know
There's freedom to be won. You'll have to do your job like every other man, Jack, boy, and child in this Navy and Army.
I've never heard it put that way, sir. And I kind of like it, but I don't like this order. No, sir, I can't accept it, General.
You'll just have to accept it. Colonel Wayne, your battalion, Delta Battalion, will be held in reserve.
penis. There's penis. Male reproductive sexual organ. Oh! Let's read it again. No, look, I'm wrecked.
Dr. Craig, Dr. Taylor, please report to surgery.
I'm Joe Flaherty, and for this HBO special, recently I traveled to Los Angeles to talk to Shelley Long. And before I knew what was happening, she had me on the ropes. I want you to take a look at this right now and see. Good morning, and welcome to AM Bakersfield, Bakersfield's #1 rated morning talk show. I'm your host, Giancarlo Manushka, and I'm going to be talking here with a few guests, the first of which is the chairperson of the...
May I correct you just a moment? The chairwoman. I enjoy being a girl.
All right. The chairwoman of the fundraising for the, well, Mildred, this is Mildred Williams, yes. And she's going to tell you about what this fundraising is all about, the committee.
Yes, our committee is for our club, the Audis. And I got to tell you, it's not the foreign cars. It has to do with belly buttons and a lot of other things, too.
The Audi Club.
The Audi Club, yes.
And it's just for people that have Audis?
Well, no, we don't check.
Oh, I see.
Well, we all have, you know, a belly button, or pretty much so anyway, as I assume.
Yes, we do.
And of course, that's our maternal connection, our physical kind of connection, but we have a connection to the cosmos, too. What's out there. We're all a part of that. So we like to remind people of that.
Yes.
And, of course, we're kind of a fun bunch. We don't eliminate anything, because if you're an Audi, you're paying attention to the innie, too. Paying attention to how you feel, what's going on inside of you.
I see. You mean inside of you,
the innie and the Audi. But our favorite saying is, let it all hang out.
This sounds like a nice organization. It really does.
It is the best.
The Audis.
Yeah.
I'm going to chat some more with Mildred about the Audis and the innies.
And the innie of the Audi.
In just a minute. Now we're going to take a brief commercial.
Why haven't you called?
Beg your pardon?
It was your turn to call. You said you'd be back in touch real soon.
What are you talking about, Mildred?
You don't deny that you like to touch, do you?
What? I don't know what you're saying. I call who? Me call you?
You don't have to be phony now. It's you and me.
Mildred, you... I'd like to thank Mildred Williams for being our guest, and now I'm going to bring on our next guest. She's a wonderful, wonderful person. Mimi O'Day, who sings the national anthem at all the Cub Scout gatherings in the woods.
Mimi left.
I beg your pardon?
Mimi left. Someone told her she was here on the wrong day.
Who told her? Well, all right, Mimi's not here. And...
Yeah, of course, I'm happy to stay and talk a little bit more about the Audis. You see, to be an Audi, you have to be in touch with the innie. You have to know where you're supposed to be and how life should be for you. Not for anybody else, but for you. Do it right. Don't be afraid of your feelings, your passions, no matter how illogical.
You're talking about the people out there in general.
I'm talking about anyone, Giancarlo, who resists their feelings.
I think we have, we're going to be running a little early today. Our show is usually a half hour. Today it's going to run just 10 minutes. And I'm quite sure that Mimi will be here tomorrow to talk to you about, we're going to...
Are you embarrassed? Live! Live your life! Let it all hang out at Giancarlo.
Giancarlo, and I'd like to...
Giancarlo, I don't...
I'd like to thank Mildred Williams for being my guest tonight and today.
It's not over.
It's over.
It's not over.
The show is over, and
it shouldn't be
I'm
over.
signing
it's
off.
Right. It's the beautiful thing, and it should continue.
What? The show?
Call it a show, if you will.
What are you talking about?
You know.
No, I don't.
Listen to your heart.
My heart tells me that time's up. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, the show's over.
All right, then have these back. Take them back, because I don't want them anymore. I laundered them.
Good morning from PM Bakersfield.
I love you.
What are you doing bringing shorts on the show? What is this? Whose are they? They're mine? They're not mine.
Hi, Helen.
Oh, hi, Mr. Kazurinsky.
Helen, I've been coming to this same photomat for, over a year now? You still call me Mr. Kazurinsky? Why don't you call me Tim?
Oh, no, my boss likes it better if I call you Mr. Kazurinsky.
Okay. Those my photos?
Oh, yeah, here they are.
How much is that?
That's $8 even. Thank you.
Oh, these turn out nice.
Yeah. Boy, that must have been a nice vacation.
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah. Gee, what beach was that you were on?
That's Negril Beach in Jamaica.
Jamaica? Oh, wow. I've never been to the Mediterranean. Gee, it sure is pretty there.
Yeah, it's lovely.
And that girlfriend of yours, whoa, she's a fox.
Yeah, cute.
Yeah, she sure is built. Built to withstand all sorts of punishment.
She's a healthy girl.
Yeah. Gee, I love that picture of you two on the beach.
What, this one at sunset?
Yeah.
I think that's my favorite.
That's my favorite, too. In fact, I made a copy of that one. See, except I changed it a little. I cut out your girlfriend's head and I pasted it on my head. Just for fun, you know. Just so I could pin it up here and tell my girlfriends I've been to Jamaica.
You cut out my girlfriend's head, but you can't do that.
Oh, no, it's all right. You've got your copy. See, this is an extra one. I didn't hurt it.
You don't understand. I don't like it.
Well, if you don't like that one, maybe you like this one of us at the bar better. See, this is a better picture of me. It's my high school graduation picture.
That's strange. You're wearing a bikini and a mortarboard.
Yeah. You know, Mr. Dixon was in here last week.
No, I don't know Mr. Dixon.
Well, he brought in his wedding picture, see? So I took one of his pictures, and I cut out his head and his wife's head and put in your head and my head, so it looks like we're getting married. I don't know, I just get bored in here sometimes.
You know, Helen, you can't go
Here's our first baby. See, that's me, and that's your face in the cradle. Looks kind of crazy with the sunglasses on and all.
That's nuts.
That's crazy.
That's really crazy.
Here's his graduation from high school.
Oh, that's great. Smart boy, huh?
Well, he takes after his dad. Here's that little home we had when we retired.
There's that white picket fence I built.
Oh, you worked so hard on it.
Yeah. Look, there's the two rockers.
Oh, I love those rockers. Here's our tombstones.
See you tomorrow, Alex. Hi, Dad.
Hi, son.
Are you smoking?
I'm back to rolling my own. It's good for my glaucoma.
Dad, you know smoking cigarettes are bad for your health?
Yes?
What's it smell? It's kind of a pungent.
It's marijuana.
You smoke marijuana?
Don't be too hard on me, son.
How long have you been smoking marijuana?
Since 1946.
And you never told me?
Well, come on, you weren't born till 55. Be reasonable.
Dad, I always knew that you and I had problems communicating. I always knew that there was something missing. But I had no idea that you were stoned on pot. Flying high on the effects of a reefer.
Oh, come on, son. You always were a bit of a wimp. Just relax.
You're just like Gene Krupa. Get away from me.
Cool out, son. Cool out. Here. Have a jay with the old man. It'll be good for your nerves.
Gee, that's funny.
Yeah.
I'd always thought that the only real high in life was life itself. Maybe I'm wrong.
You're dead wrong, son. I got a fat joint here to prove it. Come on, get high with the old man. Come on.
No, Dad, I couldn't get high with you.
Oh, too proud to have a joint with your dad?
No, I've been feeling funny.
Ashamed to have a smoke with the old man?
No, I'm
huh?
not.
You're gonna get it. You're gonna have a smoke with me and you're gonna like it. Here, put that in your mouth. No, the other end, you moron. There. Suck back on that and head for freedom. Son, remember when you were a little boy? You'd be up there in the bedroom cowering and hiding, and your friends would be banging on the door and they'd say, "Send out Weird Marty! Send out the kid with the big ear!" You still got that ear, don't you, son? Remember? And I'd go up and I'd drag you out of the bedroom and I'd bring you downstairs and I'd shove you outside with your friends and they'd beat up on you. They were good times, weren't they, son?
They were sad times for me, Dad. It took me years to get over that.
Well, I was just having a little stone fun, son.
Speaking of which, Dad, when am I going to start feeling something?
What?
Well, I'm not feeling any kind of effect. When do I start feeling some sort of effect in some way of... Dad, something just shot across my eyes!
Son, it's tracer bullets. It's the police. Get down, get down! Get off the floor, you little wimp. Get up, get up.
I think I need another puff.
Have another puff. It'll be good for you.
Dad!
What?
I hear dogs.
Dogs, son? Dogs?
Yes.
Police dogs! The cops are back! Get down! Get down! Get off the floor, you little nyuk.
But you told me to get on the floor.
Get up, get up. Getting scared, son?
Yes.
Son. The spider! The spider!
Oh, no, Dad! Please. Dad, you're trying to drive me crazy.
No, I'm not, son. Son, you're freaking out. Come here, relax. Yes. Sit down. Look at your dad now. Look at your dad and calm down. Look.
Yes.
There's two of me. There's two of me.
Dad, you don't seem to understand. I'm too stoned. I'm getting anxiously high.
Really?
Yes.
This is exciting.
Dad.
What?
As frightening as all this may seem right now,
Yeah.
I'm beginning to understand you a lot more.
Is that right?
You've always been a strange dad. Dad, I remember Sunday dinners. We'd finish a 4-course meal, we'd all be stuffed, and then you'd take the dog out for a walk.
That's right, I would.
20 minutes later, you'd come back looking different, and you'd ask, "Anyone up for ordering a pizza?"
Yeah. I used to get the munchies on those walks, son. I'd roll myself a big fat reefer and light it up and go for a long walk with the dog, and he'd walk downwind of me and he'd get high too.
Dad, in a strange way, I'm suddenly feeling very calm.
Really?
I almost feel euphoric.
Oh.
I have the sensation that I'm watching myself sit here. And I'm not sure, but I think my pulse is stopped. And my mind, Dad.
What?
My mind, it's like it's racing toward a distant planet.
I would be Venus, son. I've been there many times myself.
What's it like on Venus, Dad?
Oh, it's a beautiful planet, son. So close to the sun, son, that everything is melting in molten chocolate rivers and streams. A beautiful place for you, son.
It sounds wonderful, Dad. Are there 4 seasons on Venus?
Yeah, summer, 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 and summer.
Oh, Dad, when can we go there? Just the 2 of us, his father and son. We'd walk down the streets. I'd ask you questions, you'd answer them. Oh, Dad, when can we go there?
Son, we're there now!